2013, experts of the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation stated that approximately 6.8 million of Americans suffer from anxiety disorder. In other words, that is 3.1 of the whole population. This feeling can begin anytime during life, although it is very common from childhood to late teens. Studies show that genetics play a huge role in the starting of anxiety disorder. On June 3, 2009, Ms. Sabo published an article on the USA Today newspaper titled "Anxiety Passes from Parents to Kids," in which she states that anxiety could be genetic. She describes how parents who suffer from anxiety disorder can impact their children's life because they won't get that full love and support from the parents who have challenges emotionally. Therefore, it is very common for the children to inherit their parents' behavior. This illness comes along with 5 other common anxiety disorders, which include obsessive-compulsive disorder, panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, social phobia, and generalized anxiety disorder, which is the one that I have been talking to you guys about. Now that we know more about anxiety, we can take a further look into the medications that are provided to patients. Although some treatments are beneficial, there are some that can cause unsatisfactory repercussions. There are a few factors that come along with taking these medications. On April 2010, a research was conducted by the Journal of CNS Neuroscience and Therapeutics, in which they provided a treatment for 60 people who were diagnosed with anxiety disorder. Within the first week, 5 were discontinued, and 3 of those were from testing positive in drug abuse. Dr. Sobar conducted this analysis and concluded that the reason for this drug abuse was because the patients felt that the only way they can reduce their symptoms was to excessively take these pills. According to an organization of an overview of anxiety disorders, Jack Muser provides us with antidepressant medications that are used to help treat anxiety. And 3 of these medications are tricyclics, monoamine oxidase inhibitors, and the most common one is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. These 3 medications share similar side effects, which include drowsiness, nausea, headaches, weight gain, etc. Regardless of these risky medications, there are other ways that one can use to help conquer this uncontrollable nerve. Catherine Winters published a magazine article called Prevention on November 2013, in which she provides therapies that can be used to reduce symptoms of anxiety. Such symptoms include massage, yoga, exercise, meditation, sleep, and the most helpful one of all, which is cognitive behavior therapy. This therapy aims to teach people that it is possible to control their nerves, and along with the multiple techniques that can be used to help control these symptoms. Now that we understand more about anxiety and the positive and negative effects of its medications, we can learn the ways that it can impact on someone's life. This illness can get very severe and bring complications to simple tasks in their normal life. This disorder can interfere with social, emotional, and educational functioning. It can affect how students learn because they can be distracted and not stay on task because they are overwhelmed with all the nerves that are being created. This takes a huge toll on students' life because with all the stress that is being built up, it can take them to a darker path. This disorder can also bring excessive emotions and many factors in life. For example, natural disasters, risky situations, weather, test taking, starting school, and the future. It can also affect their sleeping, their eating, and their concentration. This simple feeling can turn into a severe illness. I discussed the implications of anxiety disorder and the different medications that can be used to help treat this illness, and at last, how it can make a huge impact in people's lives. I'm sure you all here have dropped your phone before and had that mini heart attack, right? That same exact feeling is kind of how anxiety feels, that feeling of fear and worry. That same exact feeling is what I dealt with for 4 years of my life when I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder. In my case, I refused to take my pills because every single time I took them, I felt like I was just done for the day, like I couldn't do anything else. So then, if you guys don't actually take this into consideration and not seek for help, it can actually be the verge of ending self-control. In my case, I was not going to let that happen, so I was able to learn how to control my nerves. I wasn't going to let this uncontrollable nerve reaction change